All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for returning. So, y'all ready for another interpretation? Me too. I'm using the Tarot of Oppositions today, and I started shuffling off camera because I feel like that's loud to shuffle in, into the or on screen. Let me know if it bothers you. If it does, then I won't do it. I feel like it does though, but let me know. Anywho, the oppositions shows you what it looked like on both sides of the fence. So this one has the Empress upright. She's not lacking, so to speak, but she is in a place where it's solitude, but it isn't something that she wants. I'm just taking that off of the fact that it's not sunny. It's not happy, and like even the hawk wants to just, kind of take off. Like, there is a better place than sitting here with you. I'm going to head on out. That's what the hawk's wings kind of look like. Or maybe he's just kind of sitting with her like, why are you sitting over here by yourself in the dark? It's like making it, but being displeased. And that, I feel like, is the same response here. Like, look at all the food, and you can have anything that you want, and she doesn't look too happy to have anything that she wants, even though this is how you should look when you have an abundance. She has an abundance and is just kind of like, so what? And that kind of falls in line with this as well. Just kind of, so what? Is this after a heartbreak? This is after like splitting ways with someone, like going your separate way from someone. Like there's satisfaction, but it isn't with abundance. It isn't with the hierarchy. It isn't with, not the hierarchy, it isn't with I'm the empress, so I I feel great because I'm the empress type of. It's more like I feel great. I'm free from the heartache, pain, and issues I was going through with whoever these Three of Swords were. But it's kind of like, I wanted, this is like saying to me, I wanted to celebrate with those people, but I had no choice but let them go. And then it follows with the Knight of Cups of, he's pouring his cup out. So it follows with the Knight of Cups of, I'm done. Freed myself from this past relationship. Freed myself from the constraints of being in a connection of any kind. It could be a family connection. It could be your man, your woman. But freeing yourself, like, hey, I don't feel like this is, I mean, anytime you drop a relationship and then you feel free, like in your spirit, you feel like this, like, thank goodness that's over with. That probably was a good idea. It probably was a great idea. But it leaves her or him alone, where they're successful alone. Mm. You gave up a relationship or relationships, and were people hoping that you would fall on your face? Or did you actually fall on your face? Like, I feel like people may have been hoping for you to fall on your face. Because that dude took a ton. I mean, he literally is on his face. So they were probably, like, maybe they were wanting you to. Maybe that's what you knew as the Empress. You probably knew it. That the people around you really didn't want to see you happy and loved. That is creepy, weird. But they're unsuccessful because Two of Cups is the last card. It's a healthy relationship. You know? Yeah, looking at that shield there. It's a healthy relationship with a healthy partner. Someone who isn't dying of HIV and doesn't doesn't have toxic poisonous points of view. He's not just trying to be a narc and abusive and get attention and then run away and then come back to get attention and then run away. Like, he's not toxic, basically. This is a person that, you know, look at the way he's holding his heart. He's sincere. He really wants to show this woman the right thing. He wants to show this woman happiness. I guess she did fall on her face. She found a terrible relationship. And any woman that's been in a bad relationship, girl, you already know that is the equivalent to tripping over your stiletto straight on your face. A bad relationship will do that to you. So walking away from these people, yeah, it caused a free, like, it freed you up. You took off the armor. Being with them people, being with those relationships was like war. I'm just looking at how in this depiction he's got the whole helmet on and the whole nine. And then the one up top or bottom, whichever way you want to look at it, he took it off. He's taking all of the armor off. Pouring out the cup. He's just keeping it moving, you know. This isn't wartime anymore. The war is over. The war is over. It's time for peace, relaxation, abundance, love, good sex, good conversation, good views, like feet up, relaxing. That's what it's time for. It is not time to keep on fighting for no reason. Because if you ever been into it with a narc, it's a waste of energy, time, effort. It's a waste. Just throwing that out there. I'm not saying these people are all narcs. I'm just saying. That's a good example of wasting time, energy, and effort fighting an uphill battle that will never be won. That's why I use that as an example. It could never be won. It's not a war that will ever be won. That person will keep arguing and fighting with you for no reason. Like, good old Vaseline. Good old Vaseline. The overall is, or at the bottom of the deck, is the Seven of Cups. And what strikes me is like the cup that's being poured out over this guy's head has all these pills in it and all of that. It's kind of like this is saying like, man, look at the grimace on his face. Face down. It's like he's coming to going, what was I thinking? Doing all those drugs. What was I thinking? And I'm sure this Empress, well, she's out in the middle of nowhere, probably thinking the same thing. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Where was this going? What was the point? Why did I do that? Or why was I spending time with these people? I shuffled a whole different deck before I picked up this one. And the first card out was the Lovers. And now this one, the Lovers, is here again. Wow. This man wants to marry you. Or this woman. She doesn't want you to be alone. She is, because the Hierophant is here. Old, wise. Maybe a little set in his ways or her ways. But that doesn't mean that that person isn't wise. I just thought about that while he's crossing his fingers. The Lovers, the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords. Oh. Now this is telling a bit of a different story, a bit deeper into the story. So this was this was not a family thing. It could have also included family that you parted ways with, but this is definitely lovers. And once you walked away from this lover, life got good. This is the second card that's showing like life being good, sun shining, This is right above this Empress here. Even though in this depiction of her, she doesn't look like life is good. But that is the truth. The same thing here. Like, you couldn't tell by the look on this woman's face that she has more than enough and that she's surrounded by, a healthy environment, fruits and vegetables, and, it's clean. She's clean. Even for the era that this is depicting, she's still a clean being, healthy. But you can't tell by her face that she's grateful for it. This Eight of Cups is bothersome. Why? Because this Eight of Cups is not walking away, it's walking towards the Four of Cups. So like walking toward, being stubborn, and because of the fact that you have gotten away, it's like, but I don't like it here. And I hate to say that because of the fact that it's like, no, stay strong. You have what you need. No. But you're not walking away. You're walking towards this. And you shouldn't be. You're stubbornly walking towards it. And that's, because of the fact that I feel like, yes, success is awesome, but many, many people would rather not have success alone. Like, would rather not experience the world alone. Would rather have someone to laugh with, bust jokes with, experience with. Like, hold the camera with, But that isn't, to me, that's my opinion. My opinion means nothing to nobody but me. That's not a good idea to walk back towards someone who you walked away from that had you feeling like this after you walked away. Why would you go back? I know that it can seem solitude, like solitude is what it is. It's solitary. It's just you. But you should always keep in mind, you ain't the only one on the planet. When you go to other places, there are other people there. I know that doesn't help at all. And completely misses the mark on, like, I want to travel the world to see other places with people, or like, I want family in my home. I want friends at my house. I want a life. I want love. I get it. I totally get it. But what you left wasn't that. Then if that's what you wanted, then why did you leave? You have to stay focused that that's not it. You knew it was not it. That's why you left. So, I'm also drawn to the fact that there's this freedom here with this Three of Swords, and then right behind it is this King of Swords who is locked up. Those look more like bars on a cage or in a cell, rather than like in this picture where it's a window. Here, that's not a window. That's more of bars. And he did he did something stupid, basically. I imagine it has something to do with allowing an empress to walk away and carry on her life alone. Why would you do that? Why has why been a deep question this last couple of days? But he does kind of look like he's deep in thought about that. Like, why did I do that? Eyes closed, like, I don't know if that's shame. I can't really tell if that's, it's gotta be shame. The stupidity. Like, why would I do that? This is a tough one. This is the energy is low. The desire to really want to be with someone is there. The feeling of an uphill battle, like hanging on for dear life after, dropping the swords, taking off the armor, and just walking away. That can be tough. It is tough. I've done it myself. I know it is. It's tough to be out here, But there are other people on the planet. It's not just you. And it does seem like an uphill battle, It does. But there's always hope. That's what this person is doing. Like, he's praying himself out of this bind. And just to put, this is how it looks. After falling on your head, or after doing something that seemed like it was the worst that you could have done. You ended up with hope. That's what's up. Whoever this guy or girl is, they want to marry you. They're sincere and they really want to be with you. And it's in the 6th position, so that's love. So that's awesome. Man, I know that's got to be tough. I know it's got to be tough. I've done it myself, so walking away from people, that you felt like loved you, and they really weren't really fucking with you like that. And they just wanted to see you fall on your face for whatever reason. That's tough. Well, you are definitely, this is the 7 of chalices. I just bust out, because since it's about love, I figure I would bust out the tarot about love. These cards. These are a little, they're a little extra. There is a lot of nudity. I am covering up her boobie. She's got a boobie out. But it's definitely, yes, it's going to move slowly. Obviously, it's moving slowly. You see the turtle. It's definitely moving slowly, but By the time it makes it, it's going to be fiery. Oh, wow. The stars, the death, the tower. Ooh. They really didn't want, nobody wanted you to have that, huh? It's all right, man. You did the right thing. Don't go back. Go forward. Time doesn't go backwards. Just so you know. I mean, obviously you know that. But a reminder. A reminder. I hope that helps you feel better and keeps you focused on you weren't happy. You couldn't have been happy. There's no happiness when you this. That's like, thank you. Let's go. Yes. Like that. Man, walking away and prison somebody else. This is weird, but keep moving. Right up at the top there's a dead person who's helping you. Okay. I mean, I don't want to drone on and on and on and on and on about it. But I hope you feel better. Come back for another reading. Bye.